just in the township of Kuriong. It's only 10 minutes from camp, I suppose. Been down to the main street, spent a bit of money in the local communities, had a fantastic pie at the pie shop, and down the other end of the street is the Man from Snowy River Museum. Let's go in and have a look. Now, I think it's a $5 entry for adults. We'll check it out. The old skis. So much history. These tins would be worth a fortune. Some old canisters. Some more tins up on the top shelf. Really good condition too. The paint hasn't faded on a lot of them. Old dental chair. Guessing this is all part of the dentist equipment. Some medical supplies. Old medicines in the cabinet. Old medical journals, I suppose, or books. Home handbook of hygiene and medicine. Some old style cameras. It's got everything in here. Suppose we're in the sports area of the museum. Old golf clubs. Up the top, old style tennis rackets. Old pair of roller skates. Some other memorabilia, local trophies, footballs. Some old style, the old black boots. Come out of the museum out the side door, and then there's a blacksmith shop and a police station. So let's go and have a look. It's got a few little buildings out here. So much stuff. Would have been hard in the day, like working with these tools. And the climate down here as well, middle of winter, full of snow. This is the Freemasons room. Heard about Freemasons, never actually been where I can see it. The I suppose outfits. It's just stuff everywhere. The old Corryong police station, built in 1949 and relocated to the museum in 1998. Let's go inside and have a look. So from the police station, come around to the lock-up room. So a bit of information on the door, and the door weighs quite a bit. One of Ned Kelly's gang, Wild Right, spent a night in this lockup. And this mattress over here is actually, or this bed frame, is actually from Tasmanian Port Arthur Prison. Don't think I'd like to spend a night or two here. Also on site at the back of the museum, there's a couple of huts or a cottage as well. Let's go and have a look inside this hut. Just watch your head, low door like a lot of huts. Bit of firewood storage area into a nice fireplace. This hut is actually a replica of Jack Riley's hut that he lived in at Tom Grogan. He lived in it for about 30 years. It's probably about, well, maybe just under 4 metres in width, and I'd probably say 6 to 7 metres, or probably 6 metres in length. Really nice hut though. And next to the hut we have Jarvis Cottage. It's actually locked. ANZ Bank. Into another shed, which has got courier on it. Old printing machines. Shelves or pull-out drawers with all the printing. So different. The old school building was relocated here in 1998. Little hand basin before you go into class. Old style tables or desk, school desk. Put your pencil in the groove there. Into some carriages, the old horse-drawn carriage. And then on the wall over here, now I'm pretty sure they're called insulators, the old electrical things on top of the telegraph poles. Now you've got glass ones, and I think the other ones, the white ones, would be ceramic. There's a couple of black ones there as well. And then up on the wall, lots of tools, your axes, saws, old style chainsaws. Obviously logging would have been a big part, or still is a big part, of the region. Just amazing. Old time fire hose on a cart. And then there's a water tank on the cart as well. The blacksmiths. So it's closed. We'll just have a look inside. Old fire pit just here. And then just all tools hanging up. Amazing. Back in the main building, I suppose. Bit of a Scouts exhibit as well.
1941 photo.
Old Scouts jacket. And then into a World War II or a World War exhibit. There's a World War II Air Force. Then just a few uniforms. That's an Air Force uniform. Into Army. A model of the crate. Just finished up at the Man from Snowy River at Currawong. Absolutely must-do location, yeah, Troy?
Oh, absolutely. There's more to meet the eye in that museum. It's fantastic. A lot of buildings to check out, a lot of artifacts, history. It's great.
And it's not just stuff on the Man from Snowy River, it's regional history. And for $5, we spent probably 2 hours in there.
Oh yeah. There's just so much to see, covering world wars and history times, and it was just
machinery,
fantastic.
printing,
Wagons.
Yeah, there's everything in there. The volunteer that's working today, Greg, a wealth of knowledge as well. Grew up sort of not far from here, so absolutely put this on your tick list to do.
Yeah, if you're ever down this way,
You'll spend a couple of hours. And
great to see.
$5 well spent. Anyway guys, going to finish up that video there. I wasn't planning on making a full video just on that, but there's that much in there to capture. We'll dedicate a video just to that. Cheers guys.